Ouch, that didn't even record. Okay, I'm Aoife, by the way. Hiya. And I was babbling on there for the last 45 minutes talking about my life and not realising that I wasn't actually even recording because I saw the light on the camera and I was staring at that. I suppose I wanted to say that I'm a survivor of domestic abuse, which doesn't necessarily mean that it's limited to spousal abuse. It's not. Unfortunately, I've had family members over the years, and including last night, my own young sibling, attacking me not for the first or second time in his life. And my mum and my brother suffer with psychosis because of substance and marijuana. Mum with marijuana back before I was born nearly 40 years ago, and my brother Dermot with substance abuse through aerosol and glue sniffing. So yeah, I'm struggling with that. I'm not going to pretend otherwise. It's a struggle for me, and it's not easy. It really is not easy for me. And you know, I'm just really not making much of a life by sitting here in my mom's thinking I could help out. The way I feel about it is so much has happened in my life, and I don't feel that my mother stuck up for me, and I don't feel like she really protected me in the way that a mother should. Like, in a lot of the abuse I suffered at the hands of her siblings and her ex-husband, who is my stepdad. I mean, what kind of mother allows friends of her husband to stay in a spare single bed in their daughter's bedroom? Like, how does that sit with people? Or that her ex-husband puts a sharp knife to her daughter's neck at 16. She may have left the marriage at that point, but I mean, what mother doesn't stop her husband, or what mother doesn't go to the law, to the Gardaí or the police or whoever, and press charges? She didn't. She never ever made a complaint against him. In fact, she as good as denies that it ever happened, or that it's too late to do anything about it, which I don't believe it is. So I'm going to look into the possibility of prosecuting my stepdad, and indeed siblings of my mom, who over the years have put me through hell where abuse is concerned. And because of the abuse that was inflicted in my younger life, I married into abuse, got out of it again. But life's never the same, and thereafter had a cousin and indeed my sibling abuse me, resulting in cracked bones, broken bones, dislocations, and soft tissue damage. I'm not going to pretend that it's easy to deal with the emotions of that. Even admitting it sometimes can leave me raw. And it's very, very hard for me to actually trust people. I really struggle with trust. Like, I can put a smile on when I go outside and pretend like everything's hunky-dory, but inside my heart is absolutely crying. Does that make sense to you? I suppose people would say, those who know me, they see me as a pessimist. The way I see it is, I'm afraid now to get my hopes up or my trust with anyone, and so I've built a barrier to protect myself. And the way I live my life is I very much keep myself to myself. I keep myself so much to myself. I just really don't socialize as much as maybe I could do. And I just think at this point that I know it seems cruel, but I've made a decision to walk out of my mom and my brother's lives, because Sean Anthony, my youngest sibling, has also put my mom and brother out of his life because he can't deal with the bullying of Dermot and the abuse that Dermot perpetrates on me, on Sean Anthony, and on our mother. And because he comes off the medication, as does my mom, and they both deny having mental health issues. So I'm almost 40, and I just feel at this point in my life that I just literally want to put a lot of distance between me, my mother, and my brother Dermot. I just feel like Dermot's capable of killing somebody. I mean, the amount of times, including last night, that he's actually threatened to kill me. So the way I see it is, at this point, I need my life back to myself. I'm not bragging, but look, I've been caring for them and for my friend Catherine on and off, with my ex-friend Catherine, who had cancer, and she survived that because I believe in part due to the care that I gave her. I did whatever I could for her, and people will tell you that if anyone that actually knows me or knows of me and knows about the care that I gave to Catherine. And I just feel like I've put me on hold for a while. I've put my life on hold. So I just want to try and get back on my feet and make a life for me again. And in so doing, I'm hoping to go to the Handel's Messiah concert, unfortunately, which marks my grand's 6th death anniversary on the 18th of November this year. And I missed her 5th anniversary as well because I didn't get up to Offaly. But I know that Mama Letha is still with me. I know that my granny is with me in spirit. How do I know? Because of faith. And the fact that I'm also a psychic spiritual medium. Basically, I'm a Catholic medium, but I don't make a career out of psychic mediumship. And that's just a personal choice. The way I see it is, there's a world out there that I want to live. And, you know, I suppose they say you can shut this down and it may not ever come back for you. But the way I choose is to carry out mediumships. I don't go for spirit hunting. The way very much for me is, if spirit want to communicate with me, I'll only channel positive, good spirit. I refuse to go and channel negative spirits or to use spirit boxes or tarot or any of that. I don't believe that I need implements. I'm not going to conjure the dead, if that makes sense. I let them very much come at their own pace.